Austerity, Brexit, COVID-19, Russia's illegal war in Ukraine, and now spiking inflation. The last decade has seen an unprecedented squeeze on the finances of councils across the country. Most councils have had to make cuts to bin collections, parks, community centres, leisure centres, grants and museums. Several councils have declared bankruptcy, and others have said they may face that outcome in the coming year. In Oxford, we've not faced the same challenges as elsewhere. Instead, we've maintained vital services. We've even managed to invest in new facilities. Two recent examples are a new Bullingdon Community Centre and the provision for homeless people at Floyd's Row. We've done this by using the Oxford model. We generate significant amounts of income, both from our commercial property portfolio, but also companies that we own and partnerships that we're involved in. For instance, we get a return from solar energy that we've invested in locally. Our locally owned housing company, OX Place, builds homes, including affordable homes, and that gives the council a return, rather than the profit being captured by the shareholders of a private developer. Our direct services company, ODS, also provides its services to local companies and organisations, as well as our community, again providing a financial return to the City Council. Together, these initiatives support our council's finances. But nonetheless, the scale of the financial challenge all councils face is unprecedented, including our own. We started on the budget early this year, and for the last 5 months, every team across the organisation has been tasked with finding new ways to generate or save money. We needed to find an additional £6 million every single year. I'm pleased to say that after a lot of hard work from every team across the council, we've achieved it. And we've done it without making major cuts to frontline services. In Oxford, we intend to provide our 19 community centres, 5 leisure centres, all our existing parks, full council tax relief for those on low incomes, youth clubs, and more than £1 million of grants to local community groups and charities. These are exactly the sort of services that are threatened by cuts elsewhere. The new financial plan, which takes us to April 2027, also includes £654 million of investment in Oxford over those 4 years. This includes £6 million to redevelop East Oxford and Bullingdon community centres, £5.5 million to upgrade the covered market, £10 million to upgrade the energy efficiency of our council homes, and £311 million to build 842 genuinely affordable new homes for the city. Every team across the council's helped to achieve this, which means the new budget includes changes to most service areas over the next 4 years. Our companies will generate an additional £20 million by selling their services. We will re-gear long leases and sell some commercial property to generate £12 million. And we've vacated our main offices in St Aldate's in favour of working from home and using space in the town hall better to generate £6 million. We've tried as much as possible to find savings internally, but we will need to ask residents to help us by paying more for some services. For example, we'll increase car park charges by 10% in the city centre, but crucially not at park and rides, which we've actually made cheaper this year, or at suburban car parks. We plan to start charging for parking at Florence Park for the first time, and we'll start charging again for the first time for replacement bins. Council tax will also go up by 2.99% this year. That's equivalent to just £9.76 a year, or 19p a week for Band E properties. It's significantly lower than inflation. We've retained our 100% council tax discount for low-income families, one of the few councils still to do so. We also plan to consult on charging extra council tax on second homes as and when the law changes to allow us to do so. We're the first district council in the country to propose this, but we believe it's right that those with the luxury of a second home make a fair contribution to local services. This has been an extremely challenging budget to put together. I'm proud that despite the financial squeeze, we're continuing to invest in Oxford. Ultimately, we want to make Oxford a fairer and more equal place to live, and we think that this budget helps us to achieve that.